It's 8:30 right now, and the man is in the studio, Mr. Louie Anderson. Louie, good morning.
Good morning.
It is so good to have you up here. I missed your show, but people saw it, and people loved it.
Thank you.
Everybody. I'm sure you're used to hearing that.
It's always nice to hear. It's much better if they love it than go, oh, I hate it, though.
Yeah, I know. People tell me that, too. They're like, I love your show. I'm sure you're used to hearing that. I'm like, well, I still like it.
Yeah. You need to have the feedback,
Exactly.
And, we do this because people love it. I mean, we want people to love it.
Exactly.
We're trying to go for the experience of them enjoying it and us enjoying it. And
well, that and the big bucks we make.
Yes. I get free water this morning.
Exactly. Look at that. A mini water bottle, too.
Water.
We can't afford the full size.
Well, full size. Why splurge?
Yeah, we're not going to get crazy here. Somebody said they went to the show last night and their whole body hurts from laughing. So, and somebody said, nice job. And somebody said, saw Louie on stage. Great job. So, yeah, people were texting in all morning.
Yeah, oh, that's good.
Our big boss man saw it, and he texted me last night, and he's like, dude, Louie killed it, man. Hysterical. So
that's a good impression of him.
Yeah, and he's kind of, he doesn't think anything's funny. So.
He doesn't?
No.
Well, you're funny. I listened to you all morning this morning.
Thank you.
We were just
very
at
much.
Stella's.
Yeah,
Stella!
What'd you think about Stella's?
You know what, Stella's is great. You walk in, and you go, why do people like this? Well, the smell hits you, and then you sit in a chair of butter. You're in a chair and you go, why is this chair so soft? I'm in butter. Exactly. And then they put a muffin on you, and suddenly you're in heaven.
You're sad. What'd you have? Did you have one of those big, huge cinnamon rolls or big, huge pancakes?
I did not. I decided, because as you get to a certain age, you know the size food you can eat anymore.
So you got it down.
I got the Eggs Benedict and didn't eat it, well, most of it, but it was delicious. But you know what you can eat.
Yeah.
And that big muffin thing, you can eat that in your 20s, 30s, 40s. After that, you can't eat that because it'll be in your colon until you die.
Then you get you get older. I've realized too, having like grandparents and stuff. Then you save food. You get that big one and you cut it in half and take part of it home and set it on your cupboard for a few days. Munch on
I actually have two of those on my feet. They're so big. They're like snowshoes. You put them on, you walk around, take a bite. Put them back on.
Just keep wearing them. I like it there. I thought you were going to say you were eting healthy or something. I thought you were.
I am actually trying to be healthy. I got a side of fruit.
You did.
I didn't get the hash browns.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, the hash browns are really, like the eggs, right? And you get the ham and a little hollandaise. Then that's not as bad if you add the hash browns.
That takes it over the top.
And I try to, I like to keep this figure.
Exactly. I'm in the same boat. I think we're both kind of, we're bigger physiqued fellas.
Yeah,
and,
we like to eat.
Yeah.
And lay around.
Exactly. We like to eat and not exercise. Yeah. What do you exercise?
Yeah, I do. I learned how to swim in the last year and a half.
You just learned how?
I did. I would go in the pool and exercise because as you get older, that's where you want to exercise because you're weightless, basically. So all the exercise seems easier. And this woman was swimming. She was probably 75 or 80. And she would swim for an hour without stopping. And I went, this is amazing. Really it was. And so I taught myself how to learn. And then I walked. And then I went to Stella's and got some soup.
Good.
No,
you're learning.
So I taught myself how to swim. I started with 5 minutes of swimming, and I'm up to 1 hour of swimming without stopping.
Wow! And what do? You do a little breaststroke?
I do the backstroke, and I do a little bit of the what is that called? The breaststroke. That's the one.
I don't know what it is either. Yeah,
I don't know.
I just say the names like I know.
But I do that, and man, that's a huge accomplishment for me.
That is huge.
Because it's about movement. If you start moving, things will get moving, and you'll be moving. It'll make a big difference in your metabolism.
Have you thought about combining work with exercise and just doing like a Dane Cook type set on stage and just acting everything out and going crazy?
Yeah.
Or doing your set from a pool. Like you're in Vegas, you could do like a Cirque du Soleil in the water.
Start one joke out, swim, get to the other side, tell one punchline, swim back and go, how'd you like it?
I think that would be great.
And then every joke you get, somebody dives in with you. At the end, there's a party in the pool.
I like it.
Who peed?
Yeah. They'd always blame you, though.
Yeah,
it's your show. When it's your show, you always get blamed.
Yeah.
Speaking of your show, before we go on here, let's let everybody know. Last night, which obviously is not much help to you probably. People have already seen that one. That's gone. But tonight and tomorrow night as well, you're out at Asian Nights.
Asian Nights, and we even made special shirts.
You did?
Yeah, Louie Anderson shirts. They sold like crazy last night, so you got to get one. I sign them, and people just love it. And, you know, the whole idea behind this thing is Lucas Seeley, who's here with us. He hasn't got a word in edgewise. He picked me up this morning. We
don't let him talk. We admire his hats.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of explain your relationship with Lucas. You're kind of his mentor.
Mentor and mental. I'm mental and I'm a mentor.
You're both.
I'm doing the Mentalist this year.
I like it.
So whenever I see that show, The Mentalist, I always think of my brother and me. You're mental. You're mental. Because that was a big word when we were growing up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, too.
Yeah.
What are you, mental?
Now it's not appropriate.
You're not supposed to say it.
Now
we call him McLovin.
Yeah.
We can say, you're McLovin.
So, Lucas, and then he had this, he's been really working hard to get the comedy scene here going. And I think it's great. You've had, Pauly Shore and Sammy Shore and Kyle's coming. You've had, I don't know all the acts you've had up here. But, you're building a scene. You have me up here now. You do favors for friends. When I was younger, starting out, Rodney come and do a show. Joan Rivers stopped by, Henny Youngman. All these people I, was friends with, or met acquaintances, and they were my mentors. And so you give back. Comedy is a small community, just like the radio.
It's Little J Rivers, and you're listening to the Big J Show. Good for you.
There's your friend Joan. There we go.
She's great, isn't she?
She is.
I saw her recently in Vegas, 76 years old.
I know. And she's a spitfire. She's going.
You just go, where'd you get that energy?
Yeah.
And she's just terrific. I've known her forever.
You guys should team up and do like kind of a Donnie and Marie type show down there.
I'm a little bit lazy. I'm a little bit Jewish.
I would like that. I think that would work. What else is going on in life? People know you. I mean, my generation knows you from Life with Louie.
Yeah.
Watching the cartoons.
Radio.
Do you miss that?
No, I love doing it.
I imagine that'd be fun.
Me and the other creator are working on a Life with Louie movie.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Louie's
a little older. They're going to Hawaii for a vacation. Dad, Hawaii. Dad decides to take a boat while we fly. And you can imagine what happens.
Very nice. Are you still doing the show down in Vegas as well?
Yes, I got a show at the Palace Station Tuesday through Saturday. I'm writing a new book called Diary of a Fat Man. And I also am working on a show called Living with Louie. We shot one episode. We're hoping to make that a regular thing. And then Diary of a Fat Man will be a video blog coming out after the first of the year.
Cool.
Kind of talking about being overweight, being different, and what a struggle it is without it being real modeling and all that stuff.
I see. So, but it's a serious thing. It's not, funny. It's like you're trying to show that there's struggles.
I can't help but to make a joke about it. You know what I mean? I was swimming, one of my very first jokes on the Tonight Show is every time I lay down in the beach, people push me back into the water. He's dying.
I would love to see video of you swimming. I think that would be enough of a video blog.
Yeah,
I think I would enjoy it.
I've been thinking about doing that.
What do you wear when you swim? You wear some trunks?
I wear the trunks. I wear just regular trunks. The big XL. The big XL.
The large man trunks.
Now they have XL stores. They have a store in LA in Vegas called XL. I think it's called DXL, Destination XL. It's a double wide door. Only 3 people allowed in the store at a time. You walk in. Where are my stuff? You're in the prehistoric section. The pictures of mammals are on the clothes. No sizes.
You just pick which animal you closely resemble.
Where's the wildebeest stuff?
I love it. I commend you for swimming because as a large guy myself, I don't like to swim because I'm so self-conscious.
Yeah, well, I take my shirt off and I figure, why shouldn't I show these off?
Exactly. Yeah, God gave them to me. Might as well share them with the world.
The truth is, Dolly Parton and I were the ones who, it was between her and I for the Family Feud.
Was it?
Did you know that?
It was
her or me, and I had bigger breasts, so
they went with you.
Yeah.
They went with you. You've had a lot of cool gigs in your career.
I've had a lot of great gigs.
What's your favorite? I mean, if you had to pick one.
Life with Louie.
Life with Louie was the best.
All right.
I can imagine that'd be fun because you just get to kind of sit around and do voices, right?
Well, we write the concept, like you say, when I was a kid, with this happened, my dad went hunting, this happened with the Christmas thing, whatever. And then when we'd sit in a room, we'd pound out the story, and then I would get to record all three things. I do the narration, the little kid, and the dad. And it was a wonderful experience because I got to improvise. And I got to make my dad this great guy that I really wanted him to be. My family, I got to recreate it. So it was really huge. It was giant for me.
That's cool. I just announced earlier on the show this morning that I'm going to become a father for the first time.
Oh, congratulations.
Do you have any advice? To not be like your father? To be like your father?
I think that, if you're just always come from the place of, hey, not yell, don't be trying to be a, control freak.
Okay.
I think you got to I think it comes natural to a lot of people. I think that you'll do the best you can.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that.
I don't think there's any perfect advice for people. Do you?
I don't know.
I see people in the store hit their kids, and you think, good, that kid is. No, that's wrong. But no, I'm kidding.
So don't hit the kid.
No, don't hit the kids.
Just put them on a leash and call it good.
You know what I think? I think there's a fine line. How do you let a kid be themselves, he or she, and still give them discipline and love and make them feel safe?
A cage.
Secure. Right, a cage. Yeah.
When they're out of the cage?
You're going to get out of the cage soon. When you straighten up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you let them get a little wild.
How is your dad?
My dad was not there very much.
So you just be there, and you've already made it much better.
I already win. That's all I have to do. Show up.
I showed up.
And I'm
like
done.
My dad. When I was a kid, they had no kids. You're lucky you have schools, Louie. When I was a kid, there were no schools. We had to find smart people and follow them around.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to try like that. Lucas, tell people about tickets and stuff. People, I'm sure, are listening and want to come check out the show. Tell them where they can get tickets, the details.
Get tickets at laughstub.com.
Okay.
For Saturday, there's still a few VIP meet and greets. That's an hour before the show. Or you can just go to Asian Nights or just show up at the door.
And it's cool. The meet and greet, I mean, is an actual, it's not like one of those celebrity, like, oh, yeah, whatever, I'll sign it. I mean, you're cool to people, right?
I come out. I talked to people last night. We did that. We took pictures with everybody.
You pretend you like people for a while.
I do like people. I love my fans. And, I especially like it here because everybody's real.
Yeah.
This is a real place. You have a real life. There isn't a phony thing. Because when you have to wear mittens, you can't be cool.
Yeah. When look at Lucas's hat.
Yeah, look at Lucas's hat.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah. When you live in a place where the term good gloves is used, no one's cool. You going out? Yeah, you got your good gloves? Oh.
Yeah, not going out tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think of Billings as a city? I mean, have you always been a big city kind of guy? I mean,
I think that Billings is very cosmopolitan than you think. I don't think people realize it's. Have you been outside? It's all here.
It is, but I don't know if I'd call it cosmopolitan as the train rushes by filled with coal.
Oh, that's true. Well, the nice thing is that you could make iron.
That is, yeah. That's what Lucas did before comedy. He was an iron worker.
Actually, what I think...
Build the railroads,
I was just over at Stella's. I was just at Stella's, right? And I looked around, and I think that it is more cosmopolitan than you think. I think there's a lot of business. I think there's a lot of stuff. And I think it's becoming... I think this is the size cities people want to live in.
Yeah, true.
I think they want to be manageable. They want their kids to be safe. And they don't want to. They want to know the people at the restaurant.
Yeah,
I think people want to know each other again in this world because everyone's texting.
Yes, it's true.
It's that whole thing, You can nowadays. I could talk to somebody under 30, and they're talking to me and working their phone, and I think I'm ready for the home. It's only 2 more weeks.
Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Do you text yourself? I mean, are you into that?
I text people halfway through my text. They text me back. Are you okay? I call them, hey, I need more time. Where's the space bar on this phone?
You're working on it. So you're getting it.
I'm getting it, but I'm technology. I was at a salad bar when they put that out.
I like that. I like you and technology. I think you need a reality show.
I would be a good reality show because I'm a lot cooler than you think, and I'm a little meaner than you would, I'm a little grumpy.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see.
In the morning, I'm not the guy who you want to... I'm not going to cheer you up.
Yeah. We have to cheer you up.
You have to
get you out of the room.
Yeah. Come on, Louie. Shut up.
I'm tired.
When I was a kid, they didn't have any coffee.
There was no sleep when I was a kid.
No sleep when I was a kid.
What's life like in Vegas? That's what I want to know. For a performer in Vegas that has a regular show, it's not like you travel through and do a show. I mean, you're there for a long period of time.
It's a great place
you
for
live
an
there.
entertainer to live.
Do you get the VIP treatment?
I just got the key to the city.
Right, so now
it
you can
opens
get in.
nothing, but it doesn't open anything. I've been trying to get in places, nothing.
It doesn't work. Is it giant? Is it a gigantic key?
It's a
Substantial
key, yeah.
So it's funny when you're trying to get in places with it.
It's a cartoon key.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do people treat you, do you get treated like a VIP when you go through the casinos?
You get two things. Hi, Louie, or you're that, what is you, and I always go, dancer. I'm a dancer. And they go, really? I go, yes.
And then walk away.
Yeah, then I walk away. No, I'm always really nice to people. They know my face and don't always know my name, but they always treat me great. Here's the great thing about being a celebrity. I'll just be honest with you. You can always get in a restaurant. Mm-hmm. No movie is oversold. No show is oversold. And you can get on a golf course if you're a golfer. But otherwise, it's the same.
Not much.
Yeah.
Do they put you up in a, super sweet penthouse or something down there?
Here?
Not here. I know Lucas. I know that's not the case here. You're in Lucas's parents' basement, probably.
I'm down there. I'm making egg rolls every day.
Exactly.
I live in a penthouse place, but that's my choosing.
Yeah.
But you can. They treat you well. They treat you well.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like the old days. Like the old days, there was a suite, usually in every hotel, that was the whole floor or half of it, and there was a gym in it and a steam room.
And you didn't get that?
No, you didn't.
Are you sure you got that and they just took the gym away because you weren't using it?
I would use the gym. I'd sit in there and go, look at this stuff.
Sit on the bench and watch TV. That's what I found I do. Yeah. It's a nice place to relax.
Yeah, you put the towel around your neck. Oh, I'm done.
Just to take pictures. Yeah. What do you listen to when you go to the pool? I guess you can't really listen to anything in the pool.
You can now. They have the waterproof iPod.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you use that or no?
No, because I'm in. I'm
no room in the
doing
trunks.
Some deep thinking when I'm when I'm in there going, okay, this is what you're gonna do, and then that you're gonna get this person back and that person, and no, it's all that stuff. Like I do a lot of prayer and meditation stuff. I'm really
in the pool.
That. Yeah, while I'm swimming,
you're a multitasker.
Well, that's
Are you praying to get to the other end of the pool, or about bigger things?
Yeah, please let me get over here. Number 3, number 4. Number 5.
And back.
And back. And the worst is when people come from outside because it's a heated pool and that cold air hits you. And you go, I hate them.
Do you like swimming in a pool with other people, or would you rather have your own pool? Would you like to have a pool in your penthouse?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, everybody would.
Yeah, I would too. I think that'd be...
You'd love to walk in and go, there's my pool.
Yeah.
You have a pool? Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah. And here's my other thing that you don't have.
I would just buy random things. That's a Fabergé egg. What for? I don't. Just because you don't have it.
I would want to have stuff that I would use. Like a lap pool would be one of the coolest things in the world to own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just like a two lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you
like
and Lucas to race.
A bowling with 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Bowling alley with 2 lanes. A lap pool 2 lanes. And then a racetrack with 2 lanes.
Let's get Lucas to commit to when he hits it big. That will be his gift back to you. Will be a lap pool in your penthouse.
All
Lucas?
Right, good.
All right, yeah, lap pool.
Yeah, done. All right.
Checking it off the list. Speaking of working with Lucas and stuff, do you do this a lot? Do you work with young comedians and help them get their career going?
Yeah, like I've always been a guy who was friends with comedians, and no matter what their fame, would call them up and go, "Hey, do you ever think of doing this?" Mm-hmm. Because that's who I am. I have that sensibility to, I'm kind of a craftsman at it, in my opinion.
Yeah. So you call Seinfeld and say, hey, maybe you should make that show about something instead of about nothing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. But comics are a club like that. All great comics will give each other notes when they walk off stage. They'll do it in a really cool way. Hey, here I wrote these down. I thought that your stuff was really good. Maybe this will work. Because, we admire other people's work just like you do. When you know somebody's really good, you go, wow, they're really good.
Yeah.
Like on the way over here, you're really good on the radio. You don't get in anyone's way. You do your thing. You keep the show going. You're entertaining. That's a difference than forcing it. It's all natural. That's what we're all trying to do. That's why people bond with people and listen to them. That's why comics, point of view.
Yeah, and that's what I think it's what young comics probably, or people that don't know about comedy the way you do, are defensive and probably, you know, against other comics and want to fight. And then when you get to that level, you realize that it's like, if I'm doing good comedy, it's unique to me. And what he's doing is unique to him. And it's like, there's room for all of us, and we can all help each other. And I get it. It's probably hard when you're just starting out, though, because then you feel like you're not getting a chance. I mean, for you, it's like you could walk on in any comedy club in the country and say,
but, you know, it took
Louie.
me 2 years to get on the Tonight Show. They just, you know, I auditioned. That's a long time to wait when you know in your heart that you think you're the best.
Do you pal around with any celebrities? Do you hang out with any of them other than Lucas?
You know, Kevin Nealon, Kyle Cease is a good friend. You know, I have a few friends Russell Peters, you know, just comics.
A lot of comedian friends.
Yeah, comedian friends. And then I'm really good friends with Scott Thompson, who's Carrot Top. Mm-hmm. Chris Angel.
He's great, by the way. A lot of people talk a lot of smack about him, but
it's unfair. It's unfair.
Yeah, I hung out with him after his show a few years ago here for hours and talked, and he said, you know, I asked him, I said, is it hard for you that a lot of people think you're a hack and you don't have any talent? He said, no, because the people I respect, like George Carlin and Jay Leno, they love me. He's like, so as long as the people I respect like what I do, he's like, I don't need everybody. You know, I've got enough. And his show was killer, and he was a nice guy. He mooned the camera. I have a picture of his ass. I mean, so
he loves to show everyone his butt.
Exactly. He's getting to be a weird looking dude though. Now he's working out all the time. He's huge.
He can lift me.
Is that what the workout is?
Yeah.
When you're done with the pool,
he lifts me out, carries me around.
I like the visual of that.
Yeah,
Louie Anderson and Carrot Top down in Vegas lifting each other. I like it. So anything else you want to tell the people of Billings?
I just want to say thanks for having me. I love Billings. We had a ball last night. Everybody's been so great. Come and see us if you like tonight and tomorrow. You won't be disappointed.
That's what I've heard from everybody.
So far, the best comedian that I've booked.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
For reals, like, my face hurt yesterday. I've heard Louie stuff a lot.
Yeah, it's really funny to have Lucas sit there and laugh as much as anyone else was. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like a nice, you know you're doing your job.
Yeah. When the people that have seen it are laughing.
Sometimes we're not necessarily like judgmental of other comics, but I don't know. Sometimes we like dissect their jokes. Yeah, you know, when we watch them, we'll dissect their jokes. But I found myself in the moment as not necessarily a comic, but as a fan. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying because when you see so much comedy, you know, like those of us that do comedy, we see it a lot. We know the tricks, we know the setups, so you kind of, sometimes you can watch it, not laugh, but know, oh, that was a good set, or he's good. And sometimes, like you said, you just get caught up in it and you're just laughing. It's just that good that it takes you by surprise and you can't critique anymore. You're just in the moment.
I peed a little.
Good. That's the goal.
And this is the first time I ever made shirts.
So that's a big plus for you.
Shirts. That's the coolest thing. Like I thought, who's going to buy these shirts? But they're buying them. Yeah. And I sign them. I guess people like when you sign them.
That's what we do here in Billings. Anything you sign, people will buy here. You could just send stuff back. If you ever need money, if you're ever low on cash, send him a box of something signed. Yeah.
All right.
And he'll send you an envelope of cash.
I like it.
There you go. Louie Anderson tonight and tomorrow night live out at Asia Nights. Lucas Seeley presents. Lucas, kudos to you, man, for bringing him in.
Oh, thanks.
And not screwing this up at all or something. Not stranding him in like Florida and wrong flights or anything.
No, this
is
here. Great. Like like I said, he's my comedy mentor, and it's like an honor to have him in my hometown.
There you go. Has he had the egg rolls yet?
He has.
Yes,
first thing off the airplane.
Yeah. I had soup. I had egg rolls. I'm part Asian.
My mom is still starstruck. Like
she's never so nice. You need some. She put all this stuff in front of me, and other people went, "What?" All of it was right in front of me with tongs in front of it, and would people reach for it.
That's for Louie.
Yeah, very nice.
That's
a really
awesome.
Nice family.
Well, glad to have you in town,
Thank you so much.
From what I've heard, just fantastic show. So everybody go check it out tonight or tomorrow night. Laughstub.com to get your tickets in advance. There's still some VIP tickets left for both nights, or just for
Saturday.
Just for Saturday night. So no VIP tonight, but tomorrow you can still get them at Laughstub, and you can still come to the show tonight or tomorrow night. Go to Asian Nights or Laughstub.com to get your tickets. Louie Anderson, thanks again, man, for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.